5 News is digging deeper into how sex trafficking can and does happen here in central Illinois, where the majority of our state's victims are from. And some of those victims haven't even hit puberty. Now, Lauren Melendez shows parents what you need to know to protect your children from becoming prey in this investigative report, Signs of Sex Trafficking.
We know that it's scary and that we should do something about it, but what we don't see is what's lurking right beneath the surface.
The Center for Prevention of Abuse says people do not realize just how close to home human sex trafficking is really hitting.
I always thought it was somewhere else or in a big city like a Chicago.
Experts say human sex trafficking is an epidemic, one that doesn't always have the dramatic beginning portrayed in Hollywood.
Now, the next part is very important. They're going to take you.
It's not always a taken situation.
Oh my God, they got Amanda!
Former sexual assault nurse Nicole Jackson explains almost 44% of younger victims are enticed by a promise of some sort.
Job opportunity or a modeling career or an actress, or we can get you out of your situation.
Human trafficking involves force, fraud, or coercion. In a nutshell, it's modern-day slavery.
The Center for Prevention of Abuse reports 1 in 4 victims of human sex trafficking are children.
Our youngest survivor that we've served at the center was 11.
Parents need to be aware of what their kids are doing online through social media. Video gaming is also a hot spot for traffickers to try to target youth.
Sarah Seafrid, the director of human trafficking for the center, also cautions outside of unsupervised screen time, minors are often targeted by people they already know, like an ex-boyfriend, even a teacher.
Traffickers recruit at schools. They recruit at malls, anywhere where children and youth gather. They're looking for those individuals that they can trick.
Experts cautioning parents, sometimes suspects can groom your children for months. Watch for signs like increased secrecy, spending more time alone, online, or with new people. Also, detaching from day-to-day activities.
Where we sit in central Illinois is a really good spot for trafficking to occur. We have a lot of intersecting interstates. We are centrally located between Chicago and St. Louis.
That has experts calling on first responders to be the first line of defense given the unique situations they encounter. Those fighting sex trafficking say if firefighters, EMS, and police are trained to spot those signs, they can hopefully be a part of the solution.
It is imperative that we are trained in every aspect of the issues that we may face.
But you don't have to be a trained official to spot someone in need of help.
Most rescues are because of a bystander, not because someone came forward.
Oftentimes, illegal immigrants are targeted, along with runaways and overall young, impressionable teens. Signs can include overly timid nature, being closed off, or unusually quiet.
Does the person have freedom of movement? Who's in possession of their documents? We always say you've got to look below that iceberg.
First responders say you should try to talk to them alone, but also be prepared for possible resistance at first.
Most victims don't even know that they're a victim of human trafficking.
Seaford adds the manipulation runs so deep, those caught in the treacherous web can't see beyond it, or worse, they're too broken.
This type of trauma has lifelong and lasting impacts on the survivors. There's a lot of guilt, there's a lot of shame.
I mean, I just think, what if this was your daughter? What if this was your little boy? What if this was your best friend?
So parents, what's the best prevention? Professionals say talk to your children now, regardless of their age, and pay close attention to who they're talking to.
I think we need to start with conversations at a really young age with teaching our children the difference between a secret and a surprise.
When they have access to the internet and access to social medias, people have access to them.
Advocates acknowledge while this might seem like a terrifying topic to bring up with your children, they are standing by to help.
If you would like to get the dialogue started with your child, you can reach out to the Center for Prevention of Abuse for talking points. The organization also offers free confidential services if you or someone you know has been victimized. We have that information on our website, week.com. For 25 News, I'm Lauren Melendez.